everybody, and welcome to another edition of Jittery J Reacts. This morning we've got another Samson up, and this one was a request by Mike Hurd. This is A Quick Word by Samson. Since it's Samson, I'm not gonna bother making it transparent, because, no, I'm sure he doesn't mind the attention. He's independent, so I don't have to worry too much about the copyright claims. So, and this way you get to see it the way I see it. But anyway, without further ado.
Every night before I go to sleep, I speak to the man that rules above. He helps get me through these trying times. He guides my way and gets me through the mud. As a mortal man, I put my life in your hands, cause I know you'll do everything to steer me straight. And because of that, a lot of people tell me that I'm wrong, and they act like they're right, but it's clear they ain't. They smear your name, but I fear your reign. Some folks don't know how much you sacrificed, and when judgment day comes, they're gonna be sorry, cause they're all gonna have to pay a massive price. But I won't, cause I live for you. No matter how many of my peers doubt me, every breath I take and every step I make is in your name. That'll never change. Dear Fauci.
Oh, Jesus. I was kinda wondering why he would be recording himself praying. I should have known that it was sarcastic, especially with it being Samson. I should have definitely known it would be sarcastic, but yeah. Dear Fauci, okay. Here we go.
My peers doubt me. Every breath I take and every step I make is in your name. That'll never change. Dear Fauci, Easter is coming up. Do you think that I could spend it with my loved ones? Maybe open up the window, let the wind blow. Maybe circulate the air, mix it up some. No, I was kidding too. It's just a little joke. I would never disapprove. I already put the chair 6 feet apart and cut a little hole in my mask big enough to get my spoon through. Yup. Yes, my lord. Vaccine cards are gonna get checked at the door. I don't care if my brother, my father, my mother doesn't have it. If they don't, they can go next door. They're not welcome at my table. I don't care if you've already had it. There ain't nothing you can tell me. This is fatal. I ain't buying into the junk that Trump sold you chumps. Fuck your narrative. I'm not gonna help you with your fable.
It's sad that there were so many people that were actually doing stuff like that. That wouldn't even let their own family in the house if they weren't vaccinated. There were actually people doing that. Personally, I am not vaccinated. I have too many other health issues going on. Between the nerve disorder that causes the whole left side of my face. This only moves when my eyebrow moves it, or when this side pulls it, because most of the muscle's gone. I mean, there's just nothing there. So I had the nerve issue that causes that over the whole left side of my body. It causes stuff like that. There's dead spots like that I have no feeling. I have COPD, which has left me with 60% of my lung capacity, or lung function rather. I have stage 3 chronic kidney disease. I have peripheral vascular disease. A whole list of other things that they've diagnosed. Some of them have gone away and some of them have not. But with everything medically working with me, my doctors and I both agree that it's not feasible for me to take it right now until they know the long-term effects. But anyway, I got way off topic with that, didn't I? But yeah, it's like I said, it's sad that there were people like that wouldn't even let family in the house if they weren't vaccinated. It's ridiculous. It got crazy.
If I'm not gonna help you with your fable. I'm trying to keep my health stable. They don't even have their booster shots. They're my family and I love them to death, but they're gonna kill me if I let them in. Should I do it or not? And my friend keeps trying to convince me that he's fine cause he's been vaccinated, but it isn't the same. He only got 2 shots, that was 6 months ago. You gotta get free, now the definition has changed. You better stop bitching cause he might need 4. Maybe every quarter of the year there might be more. Why would you ask questions at a time like this? I mean, I could...
They know they're gonna get away with it. The Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson, they're just gonna keep creating new boosters that we have to have. There's nothing proving there has to be a booster. The only thing the booster's supposed to do is protect you against the newer strains that came out. But the problem is every time they created a booster, the virus had to, what's the word? It's not transform, but it's the same difference. Into another strain in order to keep going. See, I'm trying to think of that word now. It's gonna bug me. Mutate. That's the word. The virus had to mutate into a different strain. I knew I'd get it eventually. My brain catches up sometimes.
Loot a Nike store.
I missed that part.
Stop bitching because he might need 4. Maybe every quarter of the year there might be more. Why would you ask questions at a time like this? I mean, I could loot a Nike store. Always talking about natural immunity, vitamin C and capsules of glutamine, water and exercise, going to the gym and eating healthy, zinc and potassium. Ooh-wee. He probably loves Joe Rogan, and that's why his views are inapt. I mean, fucking immune systems? How stupid is that? When have we ever relied on those? Yeah, exactly, I don't know. What, before 2020? Don't be a dummy, you know that was such a long time ago. This is...
Got a point. Always got a point behind it. Yeah. Natural immunity to viruses and things apparently doesn't come into play when there's money involved. Think about that.
Exactly, I don't know. What, before 2020? Don't be a dummy, you know that was such a long time ago. This is more than the flu, misfortune and doom. This is apples and oranges, a fork and a spoon. Just 2 different things that you can't even compare. And if you want to go there, you're a moron if you do. Idiot, probably doesn't watch the news. He probably does his own research. He's a doctor too, thinks critically, informs an opinion to the best of his advantage. I mean, I can't even talk to you. Have you not seen the SNL skits? Rest in hell. Piece of shit, don't even go there. I know you've heard the songs with Stephen Colbert. I know you've seen all of those vaccine musicals on the late night shows. How could you not? And if you don't believe those, I don't think that's what Fauci would want, huh?
Yeah. And Stephen Colbert, the one whose reporting team just got arrested inside the White House, or inside the Capitol, and then surprisingly they were released. But yet we still have people who were let into the Capitol on January 6th who were in jail without charge because they're still investigating. Yeah, right.
Nah, fuck the AIDS pandemic. Even go there. I know you've heard the songs with Stephen Colbert. I know you've seen all of those vaccine musicals on the late night shows. How could you not? And if you don't believe those, I don't think that's what Fauci would want, huh? Nah, fuck the AIDS pandemic. That was way back in the 80s, man, forget it. I don't care that you got everything wrong back then, too. This is like way damn different.
And he did. But, yeah. Yes.
I'm a willing to give you a second chance and a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Man, I don't like to get into the technical shit. Just tell me how many more injections to get. Gain of function, that's just Republicans saying some dumb shit. I don't count that, fuck it. It's not about how many mistakes you make, it's when you make a mistake and how you bounce back from it. And you're real fucking good at that.
Ain't he though? He's been doing it for what, how many years now? Yeah, nobody elected him. That's not an elected office, he said. He's a scientist. He wasn't elected for shit. And not even a good scientist, because he's constantly changing his views on things. Every time you turn around, he's got something different to say. So, yeah. Bring that back a little bit.
When you make a mistake and how you bounce back from it, and you're real fucking good at that. There's so many things that have come to light. You could probably do something horrible like kill a dog and nobody would even... Oh, right.
Yeah. I don't believe... I know that some testing on animals is necessary. I understand that. But then there's other testing, like for, say, makeup and stuff like that, that should not be done on animals. That right there is abuse in my mind. That's something cosmetic. If it was something life-threatening that they were testing, like a vaccine or something, then I can almost see that, because it's something that that needs to be versus something that is wanted to be. That's what I'm saying? There's a difference between what you need and what you want. And it goes for everything in life. There's a difference between what you need and what you want, no matter who you are.
You could probably do something horrible like kill a dog and nobody would even... Oh, right. I don't mind if you butchered beagles. You can murder my grandma, I wouldn't look at it as evil, as long as one of them doesn't do it with their careless actions. Maskless, ruthless people. It's like folks don't believe in you anymore. All the faith and the trust is gone. I don't care that you put hounds 6 feet deep in the ground. I always root for the underdog.
Right. Why my screen go black? Something happened? Why my screen go black?
Alright, I'm done fucking around.
Yeah,
Insanity is doing...
Okay. I forgot what I was gonna say, but that's okay. I remember he said he always roots for the underdog, right? You never know what somebody's got in them, so the underdog's gonna show you something, because he's still trying to make a name for himself, whereas I forget what I was going to say. My mind does it. It's too early in the morning. But anyway, let's see what he's got to say on his other.
Root for the underdog. Alright, I'm done fucking around. Insanity is doing the same thing again and again and then expecting a different result. That's not the exact definition of the word, it was Einstein's, but it makes sense so it holds. Look, if I was your fitness coach and I was giving you routines to get to your goals, but you kept getting fatter and you weren't getting thinner, would you keep paying for me to assist you? No. Or better yet, what if I was your physician and you came to me with a sickness and I'm supposed to fix it, and I gave you a bunch of prescriptions and they didn't work over the course of 2 years? Would you find someone different?
Over the course of 7. Ha! And just as many different doctors trying to figure out what's causing my nerve disorder. And finally we just settled with or at least it seems like they just settled with treating the pain and not worrying about the cause. I had literally no testing done in almost a year and a half due to COVID, shutting down everything. But and that's where it got to where it felt like we were just treating the pain, and not even very well. The medicines don't cover everything, trust me. They could if I abused them, like some people, like a lot of people do. But I'm very strict on my medications. I have to be. I take too many of them, and I get confused easy. So I have to be very strict on which ones I take when. I have them set up on a schedule, and yeah, I have to set them up once a week with a list so I know what goes where, even after 7 years. But yeah, there's that.
What if I was your physician and you came to me with a sickness and I'm supposed to fix it, and I gave you a bunch of prescriptions and they didn't work over the course of 2 years? Would you find someone different? I think there's a good chance you would, and if you wouldn't, guess what? It's your choice, and that's the good thing about living in America, at least until now, you had a voice. This has been a pain in the ass for everybody. It's really been a bitch from the start, but how many times you gotta get fucked before you realize they don't have your best interests at heart?
Wow. Good question. Let me run that back. Excellent question.
Been a bitch from the start, but how many times you gotta get fucked before you realize they don't have your best interests at heart?
Alright. And that was Samson's A Quick Word. Yeah, he brings up a lot of good points, man. You take the sarcasm out of it and look at the exact opposite of what he was saying. When he first started, yeah, I really thought he was saying a prayer, which threw me off a minute when he said, "Dear Fauci." He is something else. This guy's a trip. When he blows up, he's gonna blow up big. He's getting there. He's got quite a following going. Yeah, he's gonna blow up big. He does. But anyway, let's get this off the screen. If I can remember how. Anyway, that's just about gonna do it for this video. If you like that, do me a favor, shoot over to Samson's channel and give him a like and subscribe. And if you would, do the same for me and hit that notification bell. And leave any suggestions you got down in the comments of any more Samson or anything else that you would like to see me react to. I'm pretty much open to anything. But that's just about do it for me, and I will see you on the flip side.